Welcome to the ProsperChina Consumer Snapshot for the third quarter of 2013. This quarter, we found that adult Chinese consumers are more likely than their American counterparts to be confident in their country's economic growth in the next 6 months, to focus on food safety, to be planning big-ticket purchases, and to do online research before buying certain goods in person. When asked about their confidence in their national economy over the next 6 months, Chinese adults expressed greater confidence than Americans. In fact, over 60% of Chinese adults polled said that they were either confident or very confident in the chances for a strong economy. In comparison, only about 40% of American adults had the same hope for a strong American economy in the next 6 months. Despite overall confidence in the strength of their national economy, Chinese adults expressed more anxiety over the possibility of increased layoffs in their country than the American adults. One possible explanation is that while individual Chinese have faith in their national economy remaining strong, they recall from recent experiences that one of the side effects of increased production efficiency is higher unemployment. About half of both Chinese and American adults indicated that they have become more realistic and practical in their purchases than before. Interestingly, only a third of Chinese adults polled said that they are focusing on needs over wants, while half of the Americans did. While many average Chinese are still struggling with inflated real estate and food prices, it appears that the middle and upper class Chinese, who comprise the bulk of China's internet users, are enjoying an increase in discretionary income compared to the past. Chinese adults are much more likely to be concerned about food safety than Americans. It's possible that Americans take their food safety for granted, assuming that companies will police themselves. Chinese people know from their media that their own companies don't have a good track record in this regard. Over a third of American adults polled indicated that they are eating out less often than before by eating home-cooked meals more often, while only a quarter of Chinese polled said the same. In China, eating out is a social event. Restaurant meals are where business and personal relationships are made and cemented on a daily basis. Eating out in China is a social necessity. East Asians in general tend to save more than Americans, which seems to explain why Americans are more likely to strongly disagree with the following statement: "I am saving enough to meet my future needs." About 23% of U.S. consumers strongly disagree, while just 14% of Chinese consumers say the same. On the other hand, Americans are 57% more likely to strongly agree that they are saving enough for future needs. So it appears that while Chinese consumers tend to save more on average, they may harbor greater anxiety as to whether they are saving quote-unquote enough. If we divide the responses regarding savings into only 3 categories, those who agree, those who are uncertain, and those who disagree, we find that Chinese and American adults align almost perfectly in terms of satisfaction with their levels of savings. Furthermore, we find that 40% of respondents in both countries feel that they are not saving enough, compared to the 30% who feel that they are. If Chinese adults feel that they are not saving enough, it may be because they are spending more than their American counterparts in most major merchandise categories. The categories in which Chinese adults are much more likely than their American counterparts to spend money in the next 6 months were jewelry and watches, digital cameras, vacation travel, and mobile devices. These categories reflect the social nature of Chinese spending habits. Each of these items are readily seen by others and reflect one's socioeconomic status. The vast majority of both Chinese and American adults regularly or occasionally research products online before making a purchase in a store, but very few Chinese say they never do. Marketers and retailers do well to know that almost all of their target Chinese consumers do some amount of research online before going to the store to complete a purchase. Among 16 product categories compared, more Chinese adults than Americans did online research before purchasing items in 9 of those categories. Those categories were, in order of difference, apparel, beauty care and cosmetics, jewelry and watches, appliances, shoes, real estate, car truck, food, groceries, and medicines, vitamins, and supplements. More Americans first did online research before buying electronics, home improvement items, furniture, home decor, sporting goods, and auto parts. The take-home from marketers and retailers here is that Chinese consumers probably rely more on friends' recommendations for technology purchases, while they do more of their own research for low-tech items. That's it for this quarter. For more insights, please visit the ProsperChina Insight Center at www.ProsperChinaIC.com. Registration is complimentary and provides access to Chinese consumers' feelings about their economy, changes they are making in reaction to economic fluctuations, where they shop most often and what influences their purchase, and how they use media. If you have questions, please give us a call at 614-846-0146 or send us an email at info@goprosper.com. Thanks for watching.